Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. With Chainlink now breaking out of all-time highs and entering price discovery, now comes the point where we have started the mission to $1,400 and beyond. Today I want to dive in, give you guys some new analysis inside of Chainlink, and brush up on my last video where I talked about the potential of Chainlink hitting over $1,400 this year. I'm going to be sharing with you guys all of my thoughts and perspectives on everything that's playing out with Chainlink right now, and how everything that we're seeing in Chainlink is exactly the same thing that we saw in the last cycle with many of the best performing altcoins. This is something you're not going to want to miss out on, because this is going to make us long-term Chainlink holders a lot of money. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Always remember to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos like the one provided for you here. And make sure you guys sign up and join the fastest growing and the very best Discord community in crypto. Over 18,500 members and growing so fast. If you guys want to congregate with the rest of my community and share your own thoughts, feelings, and perspectives on the market, make sure you guys sign up today by clicking inside the description of this video, and there you're going to find the invitation link to my Discord server. On the Discord server, I also offer my video course and signal. So if you guys ever want to copy every trade that I take, follow my entire long-term portfolio, as well as getting private VIP videos that I only make for members inside of my Discord server, then make sure you stay all the way to the end of this video, because then I'm going to take a couple minutes to explain how you guys can get signed up, the pros of doing so, and what it's going to take to get you guys going today. One final thought before we jump to the video is to make sure to download my free ebook. This is for new guys getting into the market that just want to understand a little bit more of the ins and outs on how to be profitable inside of the crypto market. I've gone ahead and made it free for you, and I know it's going to help you out a lot. So once again, links are provided for you in the description to download. And with all that being said, guys, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so here we are taking a look at Chainlink today. We're going to be looking at the 3-day time frame to start off. Guys, I have found an insane pattern that I wanted to share with you. Everything that we're playing out right now inside of Chainlink is almost identical to some of the best performing cryptos in the last cycle. Now you guys, you might be picking up a little bit of background noise. There's a lot of construction going on right now, so just be aware of that. With that being said, guys, we're just going to cover all of my thoughts and perspectives on Chainlink and analyzing the pattern that I'm seeing playing out, and how everything that we're seeing right now is pretty customary of what we saw in the last cycle. One of the best things that you're going to be able to do for yourself inside of this cycle is to go back and analyze what happens to some of the best performing cryptos in the last one, because then we're going to be able to start to understand what cryptos are behaving similarly, how the markets are different. And all of these different things are going to help us to understand how we can best be profitable inside of this entire bull run. And for me, one of the best things that I used to do in the last cycle, and something I spent a lot of time doing, was going back and analyzing the original beginning of some of these market cycles. Going back, seeing what they looked like when they were first added to exchanges, seeing what they looked like when they went through accumulation, and what the accumulation looked like before we went into new all-time highs, right? Going through and analyzing all of this stuff, it gave me a great perspective having to go about trading inside of this bull market, because what we're seeing right now is being translated across every cycle. Almost all the cycles are very similar, and the best performing altcoins kind of lead and grow. Chainlink being the biggest driver of value inside of the DeFi market. I think that DeFi is going to be the next major catalyst of this bull run, and it's really DeFi that is allowing all kinds of new money to flood into the cryptocurrency markets, right? DeFi only exists with Chainlink, and with Chainlink being the leader of oracles, expect to see Chainlink really do well. Chainlink, in my opinion, when we look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin itself is almost like taking the average of all of the crypto markets, right? Most money is in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the most consistent, the best performing. It's the first one, right? So Bitcoin itself is kind of like a peg, right? That's kind of how we view the value of all of crypto. Chainlink itself is going to be kind of the same peg, but it's going to be the peg for DeFi. Chainlink itself is the reason why DeFi exists today, so that we can have all of the price feeds and get that data, right? And so because of this, I expect that Chainlink is going to do very well, just because it's ultimately Chainlink that created DeFi. with DeFi being such a big catalyst for this cycle, expect to see Chainlink do very, very, very well. And that's actually why I believe that Chainlink has been outperforming and outpacing the rest of the cryptocurrency market out there. So guys, what I can say right now, when I look at Chainlink, this to me, a lot of people out there are saying, oh man, Chainlink's bearish. Oh man, Chainlink, you know, even if you were buying today, with it being outside of price discovery, with that being said, you know, it might go up a little bit further, but overall, you don't want to buy something that's pumping so much because it's going to top out, right? And, you know, normally I guess you would be right, because up to this point, we don't really see too many coins just go vertical. We've been through this bear market where most cryptos haven't really done anything besides downtrend. So there's still a lot of skepticism. There's still a lot of people that are debating on whether or not Chainlink is actually going to hit some of these price targets. And I think that that's where a lot of people are underestimating the power of a bull cycle and just how parabolic these things can get, which is why I want to talk to you guys about a pattern that is playing out right now inside of Chainlink and how identical Chainlink looks today to some of the best performing altcoins we had in the last cycle. So here we are, guys, taking a look at Chainlink. And if you guys notice, this chart below us is actually going to be taking a look at XMR. XMR was one of the best performing altcoins in that last cycle. And I wanted to talk to you guys about it today to kind of share with you what we should expect to see inside of this bull cycle, right? Now, what I wanted to talk to you guys about right now was just comparing the symmetry between both of these cycles, because in my opinion, they're very, very, very similar here. Now, I'm just going to take it from this point and draw it kind of over. And we're going to go through here and kind of analyze some similarities here, because these are arguably the same type of cycle. They even kind of coexisted on the same type of time frames for the most part. And all of this is more reasons on why I really think that this stuff is cool. We can go back and we can see what happened in prior cycles, and we can see that many of the same altcoins today are doing the same type of stuff. We get the cycle top here. And then we kind of start this bear market decline. We kind of consolidate here. And we just kind of keep getting rejected and then falling lower, right? Eventually, we find our lows. Kind of consolidate sideways here. And you guys can understand that obviously it's going to be a little bit different here. No cycle is going to be exactly the same. But what we can see here thus far is, I think that by just mapping out what I see right now, you guys are going to start to understand what I mean. And keep in mind, guys, the cycle doesn't have to be 100% the exact same. The price doesn't have to follow the fractal exactly the same for this to be just as accurate. What we can see here is that each cycle plays out in a similar trend, where we go through a little period where we go uptrend. We start the bear market decline. Once the bear market decline kind of goes around, it's mainly just chop, sideways action, you know, where we don't really do much of anything for, you know, a couple years period of time. And the same thing happened in the last cycle. Yes, it looks a little bit different here. You know, XMR really kind of just went sideways more or less. But when you really look at what happened to Chainlink, Chainlink pretty much did the same stuff, right? Chainlink was maybe a little bit choppy compared to XMR, but overall they pretty much did the same thing. You can't argue against the fact that they just kind of trend sideways for a given period of time before finally what happens is really the next phase in this parabolic trend, right? This is where the all-time highs have been broken from, and we actually start price discovery, I should say. And so in my opinion, this is very much what we saw here inside of XMR and here inside of Chainlink as well. Almost the exact same type of formula where we go through the accumulation, right? Nothing really happens, just kind of go sideways for a couple years. And then finally, once the bull run actually starts to take effect, you know, the leaders of the bull cycle, so Chainlink, right? We've been watching Chainlink lead, far surpassed the rest of the market. It even surpassed Bitcoin. It even surpassed Ethereum. All of these major cryptos, we saw Chainlink lead this cycle. And the same thing happened with XMR. XMR was one of those coins to lead the cycle. And we saw XMR break out and make a new all-time high, go into price discovery first and foremost before the rest of the coins, right? Chainlink did the same thing. And so what we can call this entire move here, this is phase one, right? The previous accumulation inside of the bear market, this is phase one. So we're going to call this phase one. Now, the breakout and the beginning... Now, the breakout of the all-time high in the beginning of price discovery equals phase two. So we're going to call that phase two right here between Chainlink and XMR.
Now, obviously the price history and the structure is going to look a little bit different here. You know, Chainlink kind of chops around for a little while, kind of goes sideways inside of this channel. XMR, you know, it starts impulsing and it kind of just keeps uptrending a little bit higher and a little bit quicker. But nonetheless, guys, it's not meant to be 100% the exact same. It's meant to showcase where we're at inside of this cycle. So, inside of XMR, the point in which Bitcoin broke out of its all-time high and actually went into price discovery, let's go back and look at this. So let's go back and take a look at Bitcoin. And let's go see the exact dates in time for when Bitcoin actually broke its all-time high. So we're going to zoom out a little bit. So Bitcoin broke its all-time high. It hit its all-time high here at about January. And then it started breaking its all-time high around the springtime, right? It was around the spring in which Bitcoin went into price discovery. So if we keep that in mind, here's January. So here's where we hit the all-time high inside of Bitcoin. We can see that XMR was already in price discovery. By the time Bitcoin was starting to hit price discovery, XMR was already into price discovery. And the same thing can be said about Chainlink, right? Chainlink has been in price discovery for a long time as Bitcoin was virtually getting closer to its all-time highs. Chainlink has already been in price discovery. So we fast forward to the new year. This is virtually what happened here for XMR. New year rolls around the beginning of 2017. 2017 was the year where all of the altcoins went crazy. And this is what happened to XMR that year. We began right here, the very beginning of January. And this was the bull run that we saw in 1 year's time. The majority of this uptrend happened in that 1 year's time. And so what we need to understand here, guys, is the fact that where we're at today inside of Chainlink is at this exact same point, right? We're just now going into price discovery. The new year has just rolled around. And so how crazy 2017 was for cryptos in the last cycle, 2021 is going to be the same thing for the cryptos in this cycle. So what we've seen here thus far is Chainlink starting to outpace and outlead the rest of the market. Now that we're actually at the point of 2021, this is the year where we're actually going to be seeing the real parabolic rise inside of these markets. This is where the majority of this parabolic rise is going to come inside of Chainlink. And so everything that we've seen up to this point inside of Chainlink was just the beginning. This was just the warm-up phase, right? Had you gone in the last cycle and you had watched XMR, you know, you would have been looking at XMR right here and you would have been saying, wow, this thing's very parabolic. I don't think I want to touch this. There's many coins that haven't really pumped as high. This thing's going to top out and, you know, it's going to have another new bear cycle. Only that was pretty much the very beginning of the bull cycle. And we ended up having the majority of that parabolic rise that came after that point. It was right after the breakout point of that all-time high. Today, guys, Chainlink is at the exact same point in time today. We are at the beginning of this parabolic move. Chainlink has been in price discovery, and this is the first point of which we're finally at a point where Bitcoin itself is in price discovery. So not only is Bitcoin in price discovery, not only is Ethereum in price discovery, not only is Chainlink in price discovery, everything is in price discovery. And so this is where we're going to see the true part of this cycle where we're all going to be making a lot of money, which is why I don't find it unlikely that we could see a $1,400 Chainlink. The reason for this is just mainly because of the fact what Chainlink aims to accomplish. We saw how crazy Ethereum was in the last cycle. We could see another outlier this cycle, and that outlier could be Chainlink. You know, we don't really have a way to value data, and Chainlink is going to connect all of the data between centralized and decentralized applications. I don't think that we can put a definitive price tag on this, and we're going to find out exactly what it's worth this cycle, which I think can be $1,400. You know, it's just my thoughts, just my perspective. Anyways, guys, as we wrap up this video, for the people that have waited this long that want to understand how to sign up for my group, guys, if you like what I do on this channel and you want to just most importantly support yourself in the way of following somebody that knows what they're doing, inside of my Discord, I offer two different packages. I offer my video course, which is 20 educational videos. I'm going to teach you guys the ins and outs to how I trade crypto. All the technical analysis, I'm going to teach you guys inside of that 20-part video series so you guys can learn how to do this full time as well. Now, on the contrary, I also offer the signals. The signals are the ability to copy my entire long-term portfolio, follow every single trade that I take over the cycle, as well as getting private VIP videos that I only make for members inside of my Discord server. So if you guys are interested in this, you want to know what I'm doing with my money, you want to follow every trade that I take before I ever talk about them on YouTube, then make sure you guys sign up today by clicking inside the description of this video. And there you're going to find the link to sign up for my video course and signals. You guys can purchase them together or separate. If you can only pick one, I always recommend going with the signals first, because the signals are going to be the way for you guys to copy that portfolio and make these same gains with me. The most important thing is for you guys to make money. The best way to make money is by following me inside of my group, and that's just what I'm going to leave up to you. So once again, links are provided for you in the description. With that being said, if you don't want to sign up for my VIP stuff, I do have a free ebook that's linked in the description as well. This is an ebook for new guys getting into the market that just want to understand a little bit more of the ins and outs of trading and investing. I know this thing's going to help you guys out a lot, because it's all of the same skills that help me It's all of the same skills that help me going from unprofitable to being profitable, and I'm going to give you guys to them, and I'm going to give them to you guys for free inside of that ebook. So once again, links are provided for you in the description to sign up for my VIP stuff or download my ebook. And with all that being said, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. As always, peace out.